Hey, this is James, and I've had a few people ask me about my vehicle and what I do for overlanding and for camping in the car and everything else. And so I'm going to put together this video to kind of show you what I do and how it's all put together. I'm really excited about it. I put a lot of time and effort into this one. So just starting out with the vehicle, this is a 2012 LR4 Land Rover, stock, pretty much everything, and I really love it. So let's take a look inside, see what we have. All right, so here we are in the back seat. Everything is normal. We got 1, 2, 3 seats here, 2 in the front. And for my needs, I've got my 4-year-old, so he's in the car seat here. To get the bed set up, all we're gonna do is we're gonna move these 2 seats forward all the way, and we'll take the car seat out, and then we'll go from there. So, starting with that car. All right, there we are. We've moved the seats all the way forward, we move the car seat to the front. Next step here is we just take these back seats, they fold down, then they fold flat. So this is where things get interesting. We've moved the seats all the way forward, we've taken the car seat out, we've put it in the front seat here, so it's out of the way, and you'll notice that behind the seats, just folded up, is this big sleeping bag. This is a 0-degree sleeping bag, it's huge, it's chunky. And this is left unzipped, ready to go as a blanket all the time. So when we're getting this ready, we can actually climb into the vehicle and do the setup entirely within the vehicle with the doors shut if it's raining or anything else, which is really, really fun. So this just moves all the way forward. We keep an extra jacket right here. We move that all the way forward. And back under here, we have 3 layers of 6-inch memory foam mattresses. So we'll pull this first layer out, and it just lays down right there. Boom. Next layer out, and it lays down right there, and that's a full length. And then there's another one layer underneath this section here, so it's good to go. So once we pull these 3 mattresses out like this, it's ready to go. This is a 6-inch memory foam mattress. It's got 2 layers to it, so it's really comfortable. It's like sleeping in a real bed. But underneath this chair area, there's actually space to store your shoes when you're sleeping, so you can put those under there. You can climb right in, and here we are up top in this net. I've got a pillow. Pull that sleeping bag back over here, use it as a big blanket, and there we are. We are ready to go. We're comfortable. I can stretch out entirely the length of the vehicle. My feet are underneath here, similar to how a teardrop trailer works, and we're ready to sleep. Comfortable, ready to go. When I go camping or I'm outdoors, there are 2 things that I dislike more than anything else. It's 1, sleeping on rocks, and 2, being cold. With this setup, I'm on a 6-inch memory foam mattress. That is super comfortable. It's just like my bed at home. It's fantastic. And I've got a 0-degree sleeping bag here. I am warm, I am comfortable. I've got a nice pillow here. It's a real pillow that's stashed up there. I can get a good night's sleep with no problems at all. So I really, really like this setup. All right, so we've slept the night. It feels fantastic, right? How about putting it away? Because setting things up is one thing. Putting them away can be a whole separate challenge. Well, it's as easy as this. Take that sleeping bag, we'll throw it back in the front again, get rid of it. The pillow just goes right there in that bag on top. Now our 3 mattresses. This one goes in first, slides right in, like that. Next one goes right on top of that, fits perfectly. Right in there, bring that sleeping bag back over. All right, and then we pop these seats up. It's just some little levers, and pop that up. Next, and that one goes up. And then we can do this very last one right here. We pull the lever. Whoop, I missed it. And up. The seats are up, ready to go. All we have to do is pull these seats back. In my case, I've got to plug in the car seat again. But we're ready to drive, and we're ready to get out of here. That was that quick, that simple, that easy to get up and get going in the morning. So again, I love this system. I think it's fantastic. All right, so we talked about the bed. It was quick, it was easy, it went up quick, went down quick, comfortable, warm. I'm extremely happy with the bed. Let's talk about food. That's the next most important thing when we're out somewhere. We want to eat good, we want to eat quick, we want to be comfortable. And that's why I get really excited. We come to this back area where the trunk is, and it's all set up to get in there with the food, the water, and everything else. So I'll be talking about this in kind of 2 layers. we'll just point out what all the boxes are, and then we'll look at what each of the boxes is, what's inside of it, and how we get into it independently of every other box. That's one of the beauties of what I love about this system, is every single piece can be independently pulled out of the vehicle. You don't have to pull one thing out and then pull the other thing out. All of it is independent of each other. So you can just get in, do what you need, move on. First off, we've got bikes in the way. Thankfully, we've got a nice little swing out arm on these ones. So let's open it up. All right, bike's out of the way. Let's pull it up. I'm really excited about this. This whole back area is segmented into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different zones that we have. We have a metal frame along the outside that separates kind of a upper zone that has some camp chairs, a first aid kit, and a few other just miscellaneous things. The 2 side zones, which are tiny up against the windows, that side's got hammocks, and it's got some baseball gloves and just some other kind of activity things. On this side, we've got some other camp chairs, and as well as just a few other little things as well. So camp chairs over here, hammocks there, camp chairs up top, and a first aid kit. That's this yellow piece. Always easy to access a first aid kit. In fact, we had a skid on a knee from a bike 10 minutes ago, and we got some Band-Aids, so for the win. The other 2 sections here in the middle, these are the ones that are a lot of fun, some really interesting things going on. Behind these coolers is where the mattress is, the 6-inch mattresses. So this whole bottom zone is completely full of stuff. This is for food, this is for drinks. They're separate, and they can be used independently. These are really great coolers. I've used them for days on end, and they've kept things cold. Love it. Up here, we've got 2 pantry boxes. That's what these gray boxes are. And behind these gray boxes, there are 3 more boxes. Those 3 boxes can be grabbed from the inside of the vehicle, so you can grab those independently without having to pull these out. For our purposes, we'll probably pull just everything out from the back, but just so you know, every single box can be grabbed without having to pull out any other box. I love that. On top of this box, this is one thing we do have to pull out. This is just a bin, got snacks in it. We can use it for dishwashing as well. Here in the middle, we have just a little wash tub, gloves, and this turbo pot, teapot. This thing's fantastic. You can see it's got these little ridges on it. So when you put this on a stove, it'll heat up quicker, which saves you time, but also saves you fuel. So you don't have to take as much fuel with you when you're going places and having to worry about that, because you can heat your water up much, much quicker. And then we've got the boxes. So that's everything here. The other piece that we'll talk about in just a second is this little black box tube right here. This opens up. This is a water pump. Really excited about it. We'll pull it up and show you in just a moment. All right, here we are just a little bit closer to the vehicle, so you can kind of see the back and see what's in here. So starting with this middle ridge here, there are 4 drawers. This drawer's got your silverware in it and knives and a few other just cutlery things, as well as some cleaning utensils that we make. Drawer full of plates. These are our bowls. They're rectangular, they pop out. They're fantastic. These are originally little pieces of Tupperware, but because they fold up that way, they work great. There are 8 of them that fit in this drawer. And over here, cups and some powdered drinks as well to go with them. So all of that's there. All of the dining things that you need, quick access, they're right on the edge. You don't have to pull a box out at all to get to those. Below that, we've got some coolers. These here, there's nothing special about these coolers except that they're really great ones. For now, they're empty, but you can keep stuff cold in here for days on end, depending on what you're doing. Again, food, drinks. Pull these out, get them out of the way. So you can see over here, this is the backside. We've got a little cutting board, but those are the backside of those mattresses. That's where they pulled out from the inside when we looked at that. This here is a hot water heater. It is a 12-volt hot water heater. There is a 12-volt plug right here underneath, and this one's got a clip. I can clip that here and heat up water. So this is fantastic because a lot of the meals that you make when you're out and about, they just need hot water. They don't need a lot of other stuff to them unless you're doing something fun and fancy. So you can heat water here using the 12-volt plug, ideally with the vehicle on. You don't have to pull out gas, you don't have to pull out a stove, you don't have to worry about any of that type of stuff. You can just move forward and heat the water, cook the food, and be done. So let's talk about what's behind those coolers. Again, we can see here there's those mattresses, those 6-inch Marine Foam mattress that we talked about. That's what pulls into the rest of the vehicle for the bed. Under that mattress is a platform that was built. Seats 6 and 7 were pulled out of the vehicle, and this platform was put in instead. This one's on a hinge. Under the hinge, we can pull it up, and there are these Dromedary bags. Kind of hard to see in this video, but they're 10-liter bags, super durable. They look kind of like a Camelback bag, and I can fit 4 of them. So if I need to, I can fit up to 40 liters of water underneath where seats 6 and 7 were, easily. And off to the side of one of those bags, there's actually a tube, a pipe that comes out. And that pipe comes up and up and up right this side to this black cylinder. And this black cylinder is where the magic happens. This is a water pump. It's a water cooler pump originally. You pop that up, you've got a spout. I've got a cup right here. Pop it open, at the push of a button, I have running water in the back of the vehicle. Fantastic. So I love that. I can have the water underneath, I have it down low where it's better for the vehicle, but also have this pump up high where it's easy to access. I can just open it, push a button, I've got water. One of the cool things about this particular model of pump is on the top it has measurements, and I can rotate this to a particular measurement size and pour out the amount of water that I need for the application that I'm using. So we've got water, but let's talk about food. These two food boxes, these pantry boxes, are relatively new to this system. They're great, durable boxes that you could toss them on the back. They're watertight, fantastic. And what's really great about them is they've got food in them. And that's one of the best things about camping. When we open this up, you'll notice over here we've got hot cocoa packets, we've got apple cider, a variety of other, here's emergency packets. These are all drinks, hot and cold, of various types. And underneath, we have food. Right here we have oatmeal. This is enough oatmeal for about 10 days worth of oatmeal packets. Same thing here. We've got dry meals. Here, there are about 10 days worth of dry meals for 2 people. So this one box is 10 days worth of food for 2 people, no sweat. In the middle, we also have enough granola bars to last to the end of time. Lots of those, always delicious, and a few little cake mixes as well. So this is the Quick Go dry meal box. You just add hot water to most of these things, whether it be the drinks or the food, and you have a meal, and you're ready to go. Very little work, very little effort, and you're happy. Up here, these are very seasoning packets. So if we open these up, here we got grilling packets. In this one, we've got various pastas. This one's got gravies. And the last one's got kind of some miscellaneous ranch or other thing packets in there. So that's what we've got in the top piece. The bottom piece, really dry goods, ready to be hot water and a meal ready to go. So that's box number 1. Let's look at the heavier box. Box number 2. Now this box is the pantry. There are more spices in here than I probably have in my kitchen. Actually, it's not true because what's not here is in my kitchen. But if we pull these out, I'll give you a quick look of kind of what we've got going on here. Dill, oregano, curry, ginger, sesame, red pepper, cloves, cayenne, turmeric, cardamom, white pepper, rosemary, red pepper, cinnamon, cumin, all sorts of fun spices here. Everything you could want, you've got it right there. And then the same thing right here. You've just got additional seasonings. There's a little more space for future seasonings that you want to add to that. And inside, well, pepper, salt, and all the various powders or other mixes that you could want here. So going through here, so there's milk powder, there's sugar, there's pancake mix, this is potato mix, there's rice, black beans, noodles, macaroni noodles, we've got pasta shells. Over here we've got powdered butter, we've got marshmallows, this is salt, we've got citric acid, cornstarch, and then we've got a blank one here that we're going to put eggs in. And these are all just powdered things. And then on the side we've got a few cans. We've got 2 cans of tomato paste, and we've got 1 can of evaporated milk. So with these things you can do a lot of stuff. Really, it's adding water to any one of these things in this box gets you, well, a lot of stuff. This is a real pantry that we have in this box, and it's full and it's heavy, but you could go to the supermarket, you can grab the veggies you need, you've got everything in here for the cornstarch or whatever else you need to whip up a stir fry or any dish that you want. On the go, anywhere, pick up a protein, pick up some veggies, add the fresh food to it, and you've got a great meal ready to go. Up in these pockets up here, again, these are more dry packets for easy things. This one is entirely dedicated to taco seasonings of various types. This one's other Mexican or similar flavor profiles. We've got some fajita and